Hello everyone, welcome back. So you can see I'm playing Mortal Kombat 11 again, and today I'm going to be showing off the Eternal Klash Pack, which came with some really nice skins. You have Mortal Kombat 9 Scorpion, you have Mortal Kombat Deception Sub-Zero, and then you have the Classic Frost, which I'm assuming is also Deception. Oh, her name is Custom. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not fighting with that again. You know what? I'll give a little preview of his skin here, because she just makes the most sense to fight against Sub-Zero. And then, obviously, Cyber Lin Kuei Assembly. Yeah, she's one of those characters that I'm not a huge fan of what they did to in this game. I don't really like any of the Cyber Lin Kuei. I mean, Sector and Cyrax were cool because they were, like, the first ones to do it. And then they went back and gave them, like, a backstory where you see their human forms, but they started as the Cyber Lin Kuei, so it's like, alright, I'll give them a pass. And they just look cool. But all the other ones where it's like they turn Smoke into a Cyber, they turn Sub-Zero Cyber at one point, and now Frost as well. It's like, alright. let's stop changing established characters and making them robots.
If only you'd been more patient, Frost.
Like I'm patiently waiting to kill you?
Yes, quite so. But yeah, I always liked her classic skin a lot better. I don't really like all of her moves where she, like, removes her head and throws it at you, which is obviously something you can only do as a robot, which doesn't disappear when you wear a skin, but still looks better, I will say. Yeah, just because her form doesn't look like all the other Cyber Lin Kuei, which are basically just the same. Oh, Smoke as well, I forgot about that. Yeah, Smoke is also a Cyber, too. So that's Cyrax, Sector, Smoke, Sub-Zero, and Frost that have all become Cybers. You know, not a fan of them. I just don't like them. I mean, story-wise, it's fine. I don't really care, but just as far as the characters go, if you gave me a choice, like in Mortal Kombat 3, I always hold down the inputs to turn into human Smoke. I don't like playing as the robot. Catch it. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Hit you with one of these. Hit you with some low shots. Oh, that completely missed. Yeah, there we go again. Yeah, she's definitely a cool character, and that is not a pun. It's funny because being all ice and cool like Sub-Zero, she's very aggressive and has zero patience. As you can tell by their dialogue options. Oh yeah, kick you in the head. Or that was a punch, actually. Yeah, her playstyle is also not really meshing with mine, because I usually... Oh, there's Sub-Zero in the background. It's at least the color scheme. Although he's a little more bluish. Lightish blue, I should say. Whoa, yeah. Haha, I give you a stab there. But yeah, she's very much so a control fighter. Like, you want to keep zoning and set up areas that destroy projectiles. I'm going to throw a smoke ball. Yeah! Which is not my playstyle. My main is typically Scorpion, and people like him. On that arcade 1-up, I'm playing a lot of Reptile as well. So he is very cool. Okay, so forward, back, down, Y. Let's do it. Oh, that didn't work. Alright, well, I gave him a groin ice. Yeah, Reptile is one that I'm sad was taken out. I usually cycle between Reptile and Scorpion as my mains. So, obviously, it's Scorpion in this one, because I don't have the option. Yeah, that arcade 1-up is a lot of fun. The first one is definitely good for nostalgia, but I would say by far the best one is Mortal Kombat 2. And then 3, I guess you could say technically is better, because it has the more advancements and bigger roster. But then you also have things like where you can stage hop by uppercutting them sometimes, or kicking them through walls and all that. So if you just want like the classic Mortal Kombat gameplay, I would say 2 is probably the best on there. Yeah, 3 is definitely good for the roster, and you also have some unlockables too. Have him fight against Bro here. And where should I put these guys? Yeah, those little arcade 1-up machines, they're definitely good. If you're like a super enthusiast, you probably would just rather get the machine. But here's the thing about the machine. They are very expensive. They are incredibly expensive. You know, I'm just going to put these guys into Lin Kuei again. It fits, whatever. But yeah, not a cheap hobby to have. So the arcade 1-ups, at their most expensive for just like a standard arcade machine, is $300. And I think some of the more fancy ones, like they have a Star Wars one with a seat. I think that one's like $450 or $500. And they also have they're coming out with a new one where it's like the shooting gallery, the big buck. It's like a hunting thing, and it actually comes with like the guns and everything. But they're basically like 3/4 scale of the arcade machines. So they're pretty much sitting machines. If you want to stand, you have to get the little risers for them, which, much like Nintendo products, are completely sold out, and they are incredibly slow to restock them. So unless you want to pay triple what they're worth, you just have to wait, I guess. Which is what I'm going to have to do, because I am not paying some scalper 3 times the value of something just because they want to buy out the stock early. But yeah. Yeah, I got lucky on the Mortal Kombat one. Apparently that's one of their more popular ones for obvious reasons, being that it's Mortal Kombat. Yeah, it's also one of their best ones currently. So they have Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 on an arcade machine, and then they have a Street Fighter machine, which is Street Fighter 2, Turbo 2, and then I think Final Mix, or Final Fight. Whatever they call the last one. I think it's like the Final Challengers or something. But yeah, they basically have all 3 of the main Street Fighter 2 editions, which is another great cabinet, but the one that I'm holding out for, originally it was for the Marvel machine, which had Marvel Superheroes, The Punisher, and then the X-Men Children of the Atom, which are 2 fighting games and a beat-em-up game. So yeah, what they actually did, because I was trying to look around for that and couldn't find it anywhere, and as I mentioned, not paying scalper prices, the cabinet costs $300. I'm not spending $500 just to get it. But yeah, they just announced recently that they're doing an X-Men fighter cabinet, and then also with that, they're doing a Marvel vs. Capcom cabinet. So the X-Men one, it has... I can't remember what it has, actually. I'm going to pull off this fatality first. So back, forward, back, X. Huzzah. But yeah, I think the X-Men cabinet was Children of the Atom, Mutant Apocalypse, which I guess was a console game. I think it was for the NES or something. I saw people commenting on that. And then you had X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and then I think Marvel vs. Capcom on that machine. I might be wrong, though. I think it might have been... I'm pretty sure it was Marvel vs. Capcom, but either way, the other machine is fully fighting game focused, where it has 5 games on it, which is definitely a lot when you're considering that the Marvel vs. Capcom series is just not available anywhere. Like, you can buy 3 and 4 pretty easily, but for 1, 2, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom 1, it's like, you can't find those anywhere. So for that cabinet, in order, it's Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, and then Marvel vs. Capcom 1, which is like, I think, Age of New Heroes. And then you have like a beat-em-up game, I think it's called War for the Gems, where it's in the universe of the Marvel vs. Capcom series. But yeah, I am really, really looking forward to that cabinet. And the other one, the cabinet art, is obviously the X-Men, whereas this one, it is a full Marvel vs. Capcom cabinet with the artwork and everything. And the marquee is just, oh my god, it looks so good. I'm going to put him against Shang soon. But yeah, that one I'm definitely looking forward to, because then I will have both the Mortal Kombat cabinet and a Marvel vs. Capcom cabinet, which are easily my 2 favorite fighting game series. So it'd definitely be good to have that, and I would imagine that in the future they're going to do a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet, which is probably going to come with, you know, a mix mash of all the other fighting games. Like, maybe they'll put in Marvel Superheroes, or just do Marvel Superheroes, Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2. Who knows what it would be, but for now, they have this cabinet. So yeah, I'll have both of those. And yeah, like I said, if you're an extreme collector, I would say you'd probably just be better off buying the arcade machines, because they're bigger and heftier. But the problem with that is that they're also bigger and heftier. Whereas this one is just, it's basically just made out of wood with some mechanical parts in there. And it actually looks arcade accurate. Like, they took the actual artwork of the arcade machine, and they just made like 3/4 scale model. But if you get the riser, it raises it up to the normal height anyway. So it's very nice. Well, yeah. Yeah, Scorpion, as I mentioned, is my main, so you'll notice a slight difference in the gameplay when I switch over to him. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Get over here. Yeah. Yeah, I always play as Scorpion. I'm kind of at a disadvantage in the originals, the Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, because a lot of them have projectiles and these flashy moves where they're flying across the stage. And Scorpion in those games, he literally just has the Hellport, which is this move. Wait. Oh, am I forgetting the inputs? There we go. Yeah, it's different on the arcade machine. Yeah, the spear is back low punch on the other one, so I keep getting mixed up on that one too, where now it's back forward. But yeah, anyway, he does not have any kind of projectile. He basically has the spear and the helport, which are both bringing your opponent to you and bringing you to your opponent. And the helport actually works differently in that game. No, you hit him with the brutality. No! Actually, no, I like the fatality a lot better. Oh, no, I did do a brutality on accident. Oh my god. Well, that was actually a cool one anyway. But yeah, I do like the original, but Scorpion is a bit nerfed because he's very much a close fighter. Whereas when you play against people like Raiden and Liu Kang and Johnny Cage, they're all just chucking projectiles at you, and you're like, well, just gotta jump over and block these, I guess. But yeah, anyway, on a completely unrelated note, I'm very much looking forward to that Marvel vs. Capcom cabinet, and I'll be doing reviews of it and some gameplay footage, which I'm actually going to do for the Mortal Kombat one as well. I need to do some of that. It's just kind of sitting there. I need to show it off. It looks beautiful. It's very arcade accurate. It has like the marquee, the side panels, everything. It even has the little instructions under the screen where it tells you the rules of like player 1 stays, player 2 pays, and all that. So it's basically how it looked in the arcade is how they make it. Just like a smaller, condensed version. Much cheaper as well. And also doesn't weigh nearly as much as an arcade machine does. Which, I guess you could argue that makes it less sturdy in a way. But, I mean, if you're not beating on this thing and rocking it around, it's going to stay pretty sturdy. But anyway, that's it for this one. I think next up is probably going to be Pokemon Shield. I'll show off some Isle of Armor. Maybe some Cub Fu, or I'll probably have them evolved by then. I'm definitely going to do a tour of the island and show that off. But yeah, anyway, that is it for now. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.